All right, this is in the matter of Ashley Lynn Ganells versus Christopher L. Ellinger, file number 2012-375A4DS. You are Christopher Ellinger?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm going to need you to speak up a little bit for me. So, Mr. Ellinger, we are here on two things. One is a failure to pay child support. You're ordered to pay $237 a month in child support. You have an arrearage of $13,700.74. You were present back on June 24th of 24. You stated that you were working through flexible staffing. We set an income withholding out that day. We've never received a payment, nor have we heard from you. That matter was adjourned to August 5th of 2024, and you failed to appear for hearing on that day. So, Mr. Ellinger, do you understand that it's a crime to fail to pay child support to the very best of your ability up to the amount ordered?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that your arrearage is such that the Attorney General can charge you with a 4-year felony, which result in incarceration until you can put at least 20% down, and then up to, like I said, 4 years in prison and or 3 years probation? Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Speak up for me, please.
Right.
Okay, it's the audio in the room, it's not you. Now, do you understand this is a first contempt? So the maximum penalty, if you were to plead guilty to failure to pay or failure to appear, could be up to 45 days in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Now, you do have the right to have an attorney represent you here today in any other hearings. Would you like an attorney appointed to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so Miss Underwood is here. So I am going to open up a breakout room and assign you both. So let me find Jill. All right, so go ahead and click on join the breakout room. Danielle Haskins in the courtroom. You want to come up to the podium? Oh, yep, come on up, but just have a seat at that table. Miss Iddings popped back in with Mr. Fry. All right, we are back on the record in the matter of Sierra Amber Podgorski. And what is your last name now?
Sell, S-E-L-L.
Okay, that's easy enough. Let me write that in the file, just so I always know. Versus Brett Allen Podgorski, file number 2022-50074-DM. I have Adrian Iddings appearing on behalf of Ms. Sell, and I have Brian Fry appearing on behalf of Mr. Podgorski. This is the date and time set for a motion to change school districts that was filed by the plaintiff. So, Ms. Iddings and Mr. Fry, before we proceed any further, I would say that you two spoke. How would you like to proceed today?
Your Honor, Mr. Fry and I spoke. He obviously was just hired on this, and I've had a chance this morning to speak to Sierra about what the response was, and she gave me some additional information. I don't think we can do this just on Mr. Fry and I arguing. We're probably going to have some testimony. We don't need a long period of time, Your Honor. I think that Mr. Fry and I are pretty concise. If you could squeeze us in for a short evidentiary hearing whenever you can. We don't need half a day. We might not even need an hour. We might just need like 30, 40 minutes to be able to present our evidence and the information regarding the school and the circumstances in which both of our parties are requesting this pre-K program. My client wants Blissfield. Mr. Podgorski wants Sylvania. But it didn't look like it, Your Honor, that you had time this morning to take 30 or 40 minutes for testimony.
10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Actually, because it looks like everything is falling out.
I can't do 10. I could possibly do 11.
Bingo, Mr. Fry, can you do 11?
Yeah, I could, as long as my client's available to come testify, but I could make that work.
Do we want in person or Zoom?
I would say Zoom, unless you want in person, Mr. Fry.
Zoom's fine with me.
All right, so I'm gonna put it down Zoom, and Ms. Sittings, can you do the notice of hearing?
Yep, I will, and I'll email that out, and get that filed today.
All right, so 9:10 at 11 a.m. for 1 hour.
Yes, yes, Your
Excellent.
Honor.
All right, so we will see you all back via Zoom tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you. Sierra, I'll touch base with you today or tomorrow morning, okay?
Okay. Sounds
All
good.
right,
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Miss Underwood, have you had a chance to speak with Mr. Ellinger?
I have, Your Honor.
And how do you wish to proceed with Mr. Ellinger?
I would ask the court to enter a not guilty plea on Mr. Ellinger's behalf. Mr. Ellinger currently is working as a sales manager at AutoZone in Dexter, Your Honor. He stated he sent information to front of court. They apparently did not receive it. But it's my belief that the minute he gets back to work, that can be sent out and we can get some income withholding started. So I would ask for a short adjournment and a PR bond for that, Your Honor.
So Ms. Stevenson, can you verify his employment this morning?
I sure can try.
What's your manager, or Mr. Ellinger, can we call there to verify your employment?
Absolutely.
Okay. And you're working full-time, Mr. Ellinger?
Yes, ma'am. And my manager's name is Stephanie Whitehead.
Okay. All right, so what I'm gonna do is upon verification of employment, I'll release him on a PR bond, because obviously we're much more interested in getting payment than putting you in jail that costs us money. So once we verified your employer information, we will release you. Mr. Ellinger, you're looking at a felony if you don't get this paid down. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
So is the 237 include extra to pay towards the arrearages, Ms. Stevenson?
It does not, Your Honor.
All right, so I'm gonna add an extra $50 a month to this, so it'll come out to $287. And every week you need to look at your check. If they don't take the money out, then you need to make a payment online.
Absolutely.
Because you can't come back here later and tell me, well, they never took it out. So
Yeah.
you need to pay $72 a week. If you get your paycheck, they didn't take it out, pay $72 online every single week. Or bi-weekly pay, 144 until they start taking it out of your check. So once we verified your employer, we will release you on a PR bond. All right, Ms. Stevenson, if you can just let Ms. Adams know.
I will
No.
do that, Your Honor.
I have a question. Is there any
ahead.
way I can update my address while I'm here in Adrian? So that way everything's current and I know.
Yep, when you get out of the jail, walk across the street to the courthouse, take the elevator, not the pretty one. Go to the big brown courthouse that's not pretty, and go down to the basement, and then you can do it in writing right there, and then you get the information, make payments online.
All right, thank you.
If you don't make your payments, understand that you're looking at the Attorney General filing a felony against you. Do you understand?
Yes, I plan on making a payment today and again on Wednesday.
Okay, so I'm gonna set this out to October 14 to verify that you're doing what you're supposed to, and that'll be at 8 o'clock. Your jail paperwork will have the notice of hearing on that, okay?
All right,
Okay, but I'm not gonna release you on a PR until we verify employment. If we don't, Ms. Underwood, I'll bring them back tomorrow, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your
All
Honor,
right.
I'm
Yes.
sorry. Can I just verify? He did say AutoZone in Dexter.
yes, it's on Jackson Road.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's not in Dexter, it's Ann Arbor and Jackson Road.
Fair enough, sorry.
Thank you.
All right, okay, you're all set, Mr. Ellinger, thank you.
You.
Are you
I
actually
think
gonna?
that's it, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. All right. You're all set, Mr. Ellinger. Ellinger, plead not guilty. Okay. Ms. Stevenson, just let Ms. Adams know, and then she'll do the care bond form.
Who did it?
Okay. All right, so we're back to you again. Sorry about that. So I got Larry Boshaw. Let me bring him in. case are you here for? Her, okay. All right. Mr. Boshaw, you can still hear me? Unmuted.